Hi everyone, I am Maleje Fijojo, your celebrity mathematician. How are you doing? Last week we gave brain test challenge, which is called weekly brain test challenge on mathematics and technology skills. Today I'm here to do the correction. Now watch. We're given that m raised to power of 9, write the 9 straight, plus m raised to power of 6 is equal to 36. That is correction. Good. We're given this. And you can see from here, you find that it looks somehow, but it's very simple. The m is unknown, it's equal to unknown. Now, if I go like this, that's m raised to power of 3 to the power of 3 plus m raised to power of 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 36. I've not done anything wrong, because according to the power law, 3 times 3 is 9. Because when you have power in this way, you multiply 8. So 3 times 2 is 6, and this is the 36. Good. So this I can say, okay, let m raised to power of 3 to be equal to y. Yes. Then I'll now substitute y raised to power of 3 plus y raised to power of 2 is equal to 36. Good. You all know what I did here? Where anywhere I see m raised to power of 3, I put y. And y is raised to power of 3 because anything on its own is raised to power of 1. So it's like this, y raised to power of 1 to 3. And when we have power law, we say that a raised to power of m to the power of n is the same thing as a m n. So this power law of indices. Then when we have this, anything standing on this one like this y, entering it will be y, bracket raised to power of 3. It will be like this, 1 times 3, which is y raised to power of 3. The same thing happened here, 1 times 2, which is y raised to power of 2. Now this thing is still the same thing as y raised to power of 3 plus y raised to power of 2 minus 36 is equal to 0. You can say, okay, this is equation asterisk, in case you want to make reference to the equation. So I now have this. So if you have this kind of equation, we call this kind of equation polynomial of degree 3. So how do we solve it? How do we find the value of m? Let's go there. From here, I want to get some factors to work with. You start from 0. If I put 0 here, if I say my y is 0, 0 raised to power of 3 is 0, 0 raised to power of 2 is 0, 0 minus 36 cannot give me 0. It will give me minus 36. So I'll check from 1 plus or minus 1. If y is equal to plus or minus 1, then I'll check it 1 raised to power of 3 plus 1 raised to power of 2 minus 36 is not equal to 0. Minus 1 raised to power of 3 plus minus 1 raised to power of 2 minus 36 is not equal to 0. So if I check it like this, you don't need to be checking. Let me tell you what to do simply. You find out that if I have 2 here, it will be 8. 8 plus 4 is not up to that 1. Everybody know that 1 cube and 1 square cannot be 36. So you go to the higher one. I don't need to check 2 plus or minus 2 and another. So I have to check 3. 3 here will give me 9. And why I will take positive 3 is because minus 3 raised to the power of 3 will give me minus 9, minus 27. Sorry, to give me minus 27. And minus 27 plus 9, because anything minus, the square will take care of it. But minus 27 plus 9 cannot solve the matter. So I will leave the negative one. I'll take the positive one. So if y is equal to 3, then my 3 raised to the power of 3 plus 3 raised to the power of 2 minus 36 is equal to 0. Yes, because 3 raised to the power of 3 is 27 and 3 raised to the power of 2 is 9. 27 plus 9 will give me 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. So y becomes a factor and 3 becomes a good factor. That means I can say, okay, y minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, if I have this, for me to solve further, because I'm not yet done, I have to use division. I have to use division. Now, for me to use this, what I'll do in this area is to use this factor, division. But from here, I know that the value of my y, one of it is 3 from here, because y is equal to 0 plus 3. But I'll continue before I start finding them out. Now, what I'll do from here is that for me to use the division, if you have done partial fraction, you understand very well. And I'll do partial fraction. What I'll do here is y minus 3, y raised to the power of 3 plus y raised to the power of 2 minus 36. Now, according to this division, I first take the first one, if it can divide. Yes, it can. Y raised to the power of 3 divided by y raised to the power of 2 is like this. Y raised to the power of 3 divided by y. It will now be, according to the law of indices, it will be y raised to the power of 3 minus 1, which is y raised to the power of 2. So, because since it's division, they have this raised to the power of 1. I told them anything starting on this one is to power 1. So, division law say that you subtract the power since they are having the same base. So, that is what I did to get y raised to the power of 2. I put my y raised to the power of 2 in this way. Now, if I've done this, you have to use that very one to multiply the divisor. Y squared multiplied by y, it will give me y raised to the power of 3. Y squared multiplied by minus 3, it will give me minus 3 y squared. Then in this division, there's what we call invisible minus. So minus times plus y raised to the power of 3 to give me minus y raised to the power of 3 plus y raised to the power of 3, it will give me 0. That line is gone. Minus times minus will give me plus 3y squared plus y squared, which will give me plus 4y squared. So I now have, if I do this one, it will now give me 4y squared. Then I'll bring down the minus 36. So you see, uses the same one. 4y squared divided by y will give me plus, if I divide it will give me plus 4y. Now 4y multiplied by y will give me plus 4y squared. You don't need to show the plus since it's plus 4y squared. Then 4y multiplied by minus 3, it will give me minus 12. Minus 12y. You pull like this, bracket it because there's invisible minus. Minus 4y squared plus 4y squared is 0. Maybe let me begin to do it for you so that you can understand. In in this way. Then minus times minus 12y is plus 12y. Since there's no y here, I'll bring it down. So this will give me 12y. Then minus 36 will come down, minus 36. Then 12y divided by y, it will give me 12. That is plus 12. 12y divided by y, the y will go, it will give me plus 12. Then 12 multiplied by y, it will give me 12y. Then 12 multiplied by minus 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. So it will give me minus 36. So you put your bracket. There's what we call, I told you there's a negative minus. There's a minus here. Now plus 12y multiplied by minus, it will give me minus 12y. Minus 12y plus 12y is 0. Minus times minus 36, it will give me plus 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. So at this juncture, we have 0. So you now find out that from this division, that's y cubed, y raised to the power of 3 plus y raised to the power of 2 minus 36 divided by y raised to the power of y minus 3. It will give me y squared plus 4y plus 12. So what I'll have from there, it will now be what? From the division, I'll bring this one, y minus 3, y squared plus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. And in quadratic equation, it is either y minus 3 equals 0 or y squared plus 4y plus 12 equals 0. This implies that y is equal to 3. This is one of the solutions. That's what I told you from here. Y is equal to 3. Then I need to find y from this quadratic equation. I need to find y from that quadratic equation. If I want to find like that, that means here I have y squared plus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. Now, because this one is not minus 12, you may be looking for where to factorize. You can use completing the square method here or formula method. Now, I'll use formula method because I don't have time to be checking the completing the square method is fine, but formula method is easier. I now say that, okay, from here, I say that my a is equal to 1, that is the coefficient of y squared. My b is equal to 4, the coefficient of y, and my c, which is the constant, is equal to 12. But we all know that x, let me use y since it's y we are using, y is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. If you are using x, you can use x. If you are using y, if you are using m, we can give anything. But the direct distance is x. But since I'm finding the value of y, I have to use y equal to this. So I'll now substitute. This will now give me minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared minus, since there's no minus in the parameters, I don't need to put the brackets. Now be 4 times 1, which is a, times 12 over 2 times 1, because a is 1. So this will now give me equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 1 is 4, minus 48 over 2. 2 times 1 is 2. So this will now give me minus 4 plus or minus the square root of minus 32 over 2. Now, you find out that from here, what I'll have, the square root of minus 32 is not possible because of the negative sign. So, but there's something we can do here. You all know that the square root of minus 1 is equal to I, which is the complex number. So I'll now bring it here, that is in this is equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 32 multiplied by the square root of minus 1. You all know that if you're having two surds, root A dot root B is equal to root AB. So it's still the same thing, over 2. So if I multiply this, this will now give me equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 32I outside, that is a complex number, over 2. So this my value of y. This my value of y can now be what? I'll conclude this here. I'm just trying to explain in a way that it will be well understood. So this, let me check my this thing. So this will now be what? My y will now be equal to minus 4 plus root 32I over 2, or minus 4 minus root 32I over 2. These are the two values of y. That is y1. You can call this one y2. But in this kind of math, we are not interested in the complex number. But let me just find the final answer first. If y, my first y, my y1 is 3. But m raised to the power of 3 is equal to y. This implies that my m raised to the power of 3 is equal to 3, which is y. So for me to find m, I'll take the cube root of both sides, and the cube root is power 1 over 3. That is m raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 1 over 3 is equal to 3 raised to the power of 1 over 3. This goes with this. Therefore, my m1, because of the other ones, will now be equal to what? 3 raised to the power of 1 over 3, which is equal to what? The cube root of 3. So this is the authentic answer, since it doesn't contain complex number. Now, this other one, we said that m raised to the power of 3 is equal to y. I'll take from here to couple the whole thing. This will now be what? M raised to the power of 3. It implies that m raised to the power of 3 is equal to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 32I over 2. So if that is the case, therefore my m is equal to what? Minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 32I over 2, all raised to the power of 1 over 3. So this is the one we are taking. This can be m2, but this is the one we are taking, the positive number. So at this juncture, I've done justice to the brain test yesterday, and I want to thank Asimi Kabiru. You really tried, although you are not the first to post it. Onoja Daniel, I really appreciate your efforts. But your last solution, I was not okay with it. But you are the first to post the correct solution of the first part of M. But Asimi Kabiru, your explanation was awesome. So in this case, the gift will be shared for both of you, and we'll put both of you as our best for the week. Thank you so much, and remain blessed. Next week Sunday comes another brain test. Participate and win a prize. Then be our face of the week. I'm Omale Jeff Jojo, Director, Mathematics and Technology Skills. Thank you for watching.